So we're talking about the assignment for today, which is the It's Alive handout. So basically, for those of you that are home, what you're going to do is you're just going to go onto LMS. You're going to download this assignment right from the week um, 17 page, week of 17 page. We'll have this assignment on there. You're going to fill it out on your computer, and then you're going to just upload it onto the assignments tab. If you have any questions on that, you can send us an email or just go back to that Power School um, little information video, and I'll tell you about that. So first thing you're going to do, you're just going to define what an organism is. And then you're going to go ahead and just kind of give just a second to look through the different 8 different characteristics of living things, which we've already kind of talked about either in class or you've read about online. So look through those. And if I'm at home, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look for 15 different objects inside or outside. And you're going to say, is it living? Was it once living? Or was it, meaning kind of made by a living thing? Or it was never living at all. So, like, for example, if I have a candle is made out of wax, which is a product of living things, right? Bees make wax. So I would say that was made by a living thing. And so then I would go over here and say, which of those 8 characteristics does that candle show? Okay. So does that wax, is it made up of cells? Is it able to reproduce? I'm going to check all those boxes. So I'm going to find 15 different things and I'm going to fill that out for them. And then you're going to kind of look through all the different characteristics you have and figure out, how many of those characteristics is necessary for something to become living. So I'm kind of just going to go through this thing and kind of fill out the different information I got after I'm looking at my 15 different artifacts. Okay. And then down here at the bottom, I'm just going to go through a couple of situations. And you'll see here, you're going to label each of the following situation as one of the characteristics of life and go from there. So a cell divides, what is that? Okay. Well, if a cell divides, is it reproducing? Does that mean that it's made of cells? How would I fill that in? Okay. Giraffe eats leaves off a tree. Which one of those characteristics of life would that be? Okay. So you're going to fill out one of the 8 for each of those. Then you're going to come down here and you're going to classify things as a stimulus or response. A stimulus is something that causes a response. So the stimulus happens first, and then there's the response. So, I touch a hot stove, that's a stimulus. The hot stove is a stimulus. Me removing my hand, that's a response. So read through these. Is it a stimulus or response? The easiest thing to do is just to highlight it. If you're doing this on your computer, just click like this. I'm going to say it's the stimulus, and then I'm going to highlight that. Um, or I could underline or bold it. Those are kind of your options, just so we know. Or you could just go in and you could just say, oh, if I think it's a stimulus, I'm just going to delete the response and it's no longer there. So those are a couple options that you have. And then finally for 7, same thing. You can highlight, you can bold, or whatever you want. Is it living or non-living? You're going to go through these examples and do that. Okay. So any questions that you might have on here, there's the daily Zoom from 2:30 to 3:30 in my class. You can go ahead and jump on whenever your teacher has their office hours and ask them if you have questions. Or what you can do is shoot us an email and we can help you out. So this is the assignment for this week in terms of It's Alive. This is what you're going to be filling out. All right. See you guys soon.